Right, we are on the way to Freeride Madeira. It's about a 45-minute drive. I think we're going to be a little bit late. Catherine just forgot her jumper, but she was getting everything else ready. To be fair to her, I was not doing much. And yeah, so she's just gone back to the house. We didn't want to go onto the driveway because it's an absolute dick to park on. It's just not fun. 2 driveways now that are impossible to park on. But yeah, so we're going to head over to Freeride Madeira, get the bikes, get some helmets and get out on the trails. So we'll see you over there. We've arrived. The bikes, I think, are those ones just there. So I think now we get on a bus, shuttled up somewhere, hit some trails. So let's go. You excited?
Yeah.
Nervous?
Yeah.
It's raining quite a lot. First bit done. Having a snack break at the lighthouse. And how you getting on?
It's difficult.
It's pretty technical trails, but good fun. It's wet today. And it was about an hour of descent, so now we're going to head back up again. I'm guessing another descent and then lunch probably, so I'll try and get some chest cam footage of this next bit. But yeah, it's wicked so far. Really enjoying it. We're out of the cloud. Ciao. Right, we just got back. I say just, it was about an hour ago. We've had to put a load of stuff in the wash, get all the mud off of ourselves, because that was absolutely epic. We had Rui, our guide, and then there was 2 other couples. We had so 6 of us in total. And we went up to the north kind of the island, only just a bit round from where we are here. And the trails are unreal. Like we got the minibus up to the top, rode down for like half an hour normally at a time, then got the minibus back up. We had steak sandwiches for lunch, and then yeah, got back completely covered in mud, washing off in the kind of bike washing area they have behind the shop there in Funchal. And then there's a hose here as well, so we've used that, rinsed off the waterproofs, got everything in the wash at the minute. But this is our last night in this location here, which as you can see is pretty cool. I showed you the views with the cliffs behind and the sea out of the window in our bedroom as well. But I thought I'd walk you down now because it's so close and it's such a cool little sort of like maze to get down to the ocean. So I'll show you that now, and then we got to make some food and get to bed because we're going, don't tell Catherine, but we're going to the cable car in the morning. There's a cable car that goes down and to like a abandoned village, and I haven't told her yet, but I think it'll be quite cool. So I'll take you down to the beach and then see you in the morning. So let's go down to the beach now. So there you go, that is the walk from our accommodation down to the sea, which as you can see is pretty big waves, pretty scary actually to look at. But you can hear this all night from our bedroom, which is a pretty cool thing. I wouldn't mind that on a more permanent basis, but we can all dream, can't we? I thought that'd be pretty cool to show you. Tomorrow, like I said, we're going to the cable car. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, and hopefully we'll be in the cable car. So if I get this right, then I'm gonna slap the lens, and the next time that you see, we'll be going down in the cable car. Most human looking dog.
This might be the most terrifying cable ride of our whole lives. Look at it.
And that's the old town at the bottom. Catherine figured it out on the way here.
Oh, I saw a sign.
There was loads of signs, but oh my god.
They say I'm not closing for lunch, mate.
Oh my lord! That's not even real. What do you reckon?
It's pretty cool, I like it.
Cable car was a bit interesting. Like 98% gradient, 600 meter drop. Maybe not one if you're not a fan of heights, but pretty cool anyway. And now we're just having a stroll around what I think, although Catherine's not convinced, is like an abandoned town. That looks pretty abandoned. We've reached the end of the road. There is a footpath that goes there. So there's a landslide happened here, and it looks super sketchy anyway. This is probably the end of our walk.
Yeah.
Let's head back to the cable car then.
Yeet.
There's like one or two houses that look lived in, but I think lived in might be generous. Ooh. So it's pretty deserted on the whole. Well, this one looks lived in as well. Right, we've got to summon this cable car now. Cable car done. And we were down there. What do you make of that?
It's a long way down.
It's a long way down. That was really cool.
It was.
And we're going to go get a spot of lunch now. We'll go to the new place we're staying, and yeah, that was a good way to spend an hour or two.
Oh, look, it spins. Whee! That was fun.
Accommodation number 3 just arrived, and as you can see, we're still drying things out from the last 3 days of rain.
Yeah.
I think the plan for the rest of the day is we're going to go hike some more trails. There's some trails down to some of the seaside sort of towns, villages near here. Hit some trails up late this afternoon. In the grounds of this hotel is the start of PR19. So we're going to go down to the sea. It's apparently only an hour and 20. It's just over a mile, but it's down there. It's quite a long way down. Downhill, long way. Roll. Pretty much there. Next thing on the agenda, pastéis de nata.
Oh, we're getting one.
I think so. It's tradition. We're having one every day of the holiday, so we need to find somewhere. Tradition is broken. We have these wagon wheel sort of things we bought, so we're just going to sit and watch the waves. And eat these instead. Turns out, if you sit and watch waves long enough, it gets surface. We are going to have to leave the surface behind and head back home. Up the hill. It took about 40 minutes to get down. I think it's going to take us about an hour and a half to get back up, so we need to leave now before it gets too dark. So yeah, we got to hike back up there. You can actually see the hotel where we're parked on the top. It's a very long way up. But that is day 4 done and dusted. Not quite sure what we're doing in the morning.
4, is it not? Yeah.
Day 5 maybe. Probably a bit more hiking tomorrow. Maybe take it easier, but we'll see. So we'll see you in the morning. Right. I can't remember what day it is, but it's Friday and the weather is still minging. So instead of going on a hike today, the plan is, Catherine,
Hey.
what are we doing today?
Funchal.
We're going to Funchal, which is the capital city of Madeira, the only city in Madeira. I think city is quite a loose term, but there's a few things to see and do there, so we thought it's probably going to be a bit nicer walking around a city where you can go inside occasionally rather than being stuck outside and getting everything soaked through again. So that is the plan for today. We're heading up to Funchal. It's like a 45-minute drive from here, but that'll be fine, and there's a few things definitely to do there. So yeah, let's go. So we were planning on going, but Catherine's got to shut the gates and it's just started torrential downpouring, so she's waiting underneath the shelter. Just remembered when we were driving here that there's also the Cabo Girau. It's like the second highest cliff in the world. It's like 500 and something meters tall. So we're stopping there on the way as well. That's a long way down. We have arrived in sunny Funchal. Catherine forgot her sunglasses. So
Yeah.
squinty sunny Funchal.
Well, no, I didn't forget them. I looked at the weather and it said it was horrible everywhere.
Yeah, it's somewhat changed from up on the Cabo Girau. We parked at the Cristiano Ronaldo car park.
Not on
underneath.
purpose. I just thought CR7 was like a motorway road name.
So we're parked at the CR7 car park underneath the CR7 museum with a
And
dodgy
hotel.
looking, and the CR7 hotel underneath the dodgy looking CR7 statue. And we're going to go find the Telerifico, see what the gig is. I think we're in the right place. Straight off the cable car, tropical gardens. 25 euros for the two of us, but there is wine tasting involved apparently. So
I don't like wine.
we'll get to like wine. Bit of a contrast to the city down below.
I think I planned a route.
You got us a route down.
Yeah.
Salud.
Doesn't smell like wine, does it?
Tastes like apple juice. On the map it says this olive tree is 1,000 years old. It's pretty old. That's pretty much the palace gardens done, so we're going to go figure out the toboggan situation now. Well, that's the sled, so now we've got to figure out how long, how far, how much. And that toboggan ride completes our day in Funchal being tourists. What did you reckon to that?
That was good fun.
It's very bizarre being pushed down the hill by two people in a sled, but
And their little funny shoes and hats.
yeah, that's Funchal done. Probably going to go down, mooch around some shops now. That was a good day in Funchal. Definitely recommend the cable car up to the gardens, down the toboggan. I think it's like a well-trodden path, but it's good fun. It's good fun. Final full day of the holiday. Planning on going for a walk and going down to the beach. So yeah, that's about it for today. I've managed to grow an afro overnight, which is always fun. And Catherine's drying her armpits out. Standards have slipped. Hopefully.
Say I've got deodorant on.
Hopefully should be a good day. PR6 is the plan.
It says 3 hours, but we've normally done it in half the time, pretty much every single time.
So I reckon maybe 4 hours return, conservative guess.
Yeah.
Something like that. I'm not going to be able to see much today because that's the view. Downhill to start, flat, downhill, flat. Which means on the way home,
Uphill.
uphill. I think that's where we're heading. So all of these trails in Madeira have got, well, they're basically built for water like movement. So they all have these little canals built next to them, and the water's pretty clear. Woo! Beach?
Beach.
We're down at Calheta Beach. It got a bit rainy up on the top and very busy as well. I'm kind of glad we went there early because there were some crowds of people that were not very aware of other people on the trail. But it was a good walk. Saw the waterfall, and then we've just been chilling at the beach, had an ice cream, went for a bit of a swim. The water's actually really quite warm, which is very nice, being as it's 4 degrees back in the UK today. Madeira is wicked. I would definitely, if you want like an active holiday as opposed to a beach holiday, this is the place to come. The hikes we've done, the first day obviously between the tall peaks, the second day even though it was raining was great. Mountain biking, and then what else did we do?
Funchal.
Funchal, a few other hikes as well. It's just been really, really good, and a welcome break before we go back into lockdown. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed tagging along for this trip video. It's for my own posterity as well. It's quite nice looking back on holidays. So back into training now. Lockdown's a good excuse for that. If you've got any questions about anything Madeira related, stick those down in the comments. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it. I'm not sure how many parts this is going to be, but if you've made it all this way, well done. And yeah, see you in the next one.